Welcome back to Rumki's educational channel, Simplifying Studies, Empowering Futures. Today I'm going to share the summary of an exciting and adventurous chapter, Space Hunt Extraordinaire. Exercises of the chapter Space Hunt Extraordinaire. Multiple choice. Manya was about visiting no man's islands. Oh, excited. Oh, proof. Manya had never been so thrilled in her life. The control station was inside a, huge dome. Oh, proof. They approached a huge dome, the control station. Project Hynek aimed to neutralize and catch UFOs. Oh, magnetic fields. Oh, proof. The UFO's propulsion system produces a magnetic field. The net counteracts it. Contact was lost at the crucial moment. UFO net. Oh, proof. The screens went blank. Contact with the net was lost. Part B, reference to context. Question 1. Why didn't we fly straight to no man's islands? A. Who asked this question and to whom? Answer. Manya asked this question to Dr. Smith during their helicopter ride. Text evidence. Manya turned to Dr. Smith in the helicopter and asked, paragraph 3. B. Why couldn't they fly directly? Answer. They couldn't fly directly because the islands had powerful magnetic fields that were dangerous for aircraft. Proof. The islands' magnetic fields disrupt all electronic systems within 4,000 square kilometers. Paragraph 4. C. Why were these islands chosen for the project? Answer. The islands were chosen because they were remote, far from shipping routes and flight paths. Key line. Their isolation minimizes risk to civilian populations. Paragraph 4. Question 2. Are helicopters metallic too? Are we in trouble? A. Who said this and to whom? Answer. Manya said this to her father, Dr. Gogoi, during the helicopter flight. Text evidence. Manya gripped her father's arm and whispered urgently. Paragraph 5. B. Why were they using a helicopter? Answer. Helicopters were the only permitted aircraft that could safely approach under controlled conditions. Proof. Only specially shielded helicopters may enter the restricted zone. Paragraph 5. C. Were they actually in danger? Why not? Answer. No, because the magnetic field was inactive during their approach and they had authorization. Key line. Dr. Gogoi smiled. The field is dormant today and we're cleared to land. Paragraph 5. Question 3. You're about to witness something extremely rare. A. Who spoke these words and to whom? Answer. Dr. Dominique, a project scientist, said this to Manya in the control dome. Text evidence. Dr. Dominique leaned toward Manya, eyes bright with excitement. Section 7. B. Why was this event considered rare? Answer. It was humanity's first scientific attempt to capture a UFO using specialized technology. Project Hynek represents the world's first systematic UFO capture initiative. Section 7. C. Did they successfully witness the event? Explain. Answer. Partially. They observed the UFO being caught in the net, but contact was lost before full analysis. Key line. The screens flickered out just as the net secured its target. 8. And question 4. Dr. Gogoi pointed to a news item on the front page. A. Who was shown this news item? Answer. Dr. Gogoi showed it to his daughter Manya after the project's failure. Text evidence. He turned the newspaper toward Manya's curious gaze. Conclusion section. B. What was the reported explanation for the Kutch crater? Answer. Officials claimed it was caused by a meteoroid impact. Proof. Scientists attribute the crater to a natural meteoroid strike. Conclusion. C. How did the listener react? Answer. Manya was skeptical, but understood the need for secrecy. Key line. Manya frowned at the page, then nodded slowly in reluctant acceptance. Part C. Detailed comprehension questions. 1. What was Dr. Gogoi's condition for allowing Manya to join the trip? Answer. Dr. Gogoi permitted Manya to accompany him only if she maintained absolute secrecy about the project. Manya was allowed on the condition that she would not say a word about it to anyone or boast to her friends. This highlights the classified nature of Project Hynek and Dr. Gogoi's caution about security breaches. 2. Describe the island where Project Hynek was located. Answer. The island featured metallic domes visible above ground with underground sections, palm trees, and the massive UFO net structure. Whitish domes were visible here and there, secured by scaffolding. The control station had wall-sized screens monitoring space, emphasizing its advanced technological setup in a remote tropical setting. 3. How did the UFO behave when approaching the net? Answer. Initially stable, the UFO began shaking violently changed colors, gold, orange, red, and moved erratically. The golden ball shook and zigzagged, tumbling into the net. This suggests the UFO's systems were disrupted by the net's magnetic field during capture. 4. Why did Dr. Rat Gogoi look pale after the experiment? Answer: he was devastated by the project's failure after years of effort. Dr. Gogoi's face was pale as he admitted, the project failed. The loss of contact with the net at the critical moment and the UFO's escape caused professional and emotional distress. 5. What scientific principle protected equipment on the island? Answer: hollow metallic structures block magnetic fields, shielding the dome's interiors. Magnetic lines cannot enter hollow metal objects. This explains why gadgets function normally despite the strong external magnetic forces. Exercises for this chapter will be uploaded very soon, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe to stay updated. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep learning with Rumki's educational channel.